Welcome to Dinos. It's Xbox Games with Gold time again. I'm Jason. I'm here with Adam and Shaun to discuss the games just announced for April's Games with Gold. The games this month are Vikings, Wolves of Midgard, Truck Racing Championship, Darkvoid, and Hardcore Uprising. I'm not familiar with any of these games. Let's start with Vikings, Wolves of Midgard.
Vikings, Wolf of Wall Street.
That's the one. What do you know about it? I hear it's an action RPG.
I was going to say, it looks like an isometric hack and slash with RPG elements.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Based on my 5 seconds of research. Norse mythology with a fantasy twist.
How much more fantasy do you need to add to Norse mythology? I mean, they had elves, dark elves, dwarves, gods, demons.
They've got extra gnomes. I don't know. What else can you add? Dragons? Is that dragons in Norse mythology?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Yeah, no, I'm sure they did. Surely the Midgard serpent is a dragon, surely.
Well, they've added RPG elements. You can rank yourself up and use magic and...
I'm really looking forward to this one. I don't know much about this game other than what I've just researched, like Jason. But I can tell you it was first released on the 24th of March 2017, and the devs are Games Farm and published by Calypso Media.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I like Calypso. Well, we should probably play it and find out.
Yeah, it looks quite fun. It's not really my cup of tea as a game style, to be honest, but I'm definitely interested enough to give it a go. It may surprise me.
It might do. Awesome. How do you feel about Truck Racing Championship?
Pass.
Oh, come on.
What don't you like about a racing sim?
Okay, so there's a bunch of red flags that mean it's not going to be my cup of tea. It's the official FIA ETRC game, which probably means it's going to be super serious and all super... Basically, what I'm expecting to do is we're going to get into an online race, play each other, I'm going to stall the fucking thing, the engine's going to break, and I'm not going to be able to move. That's basically what happened the last time we played one of these quite realistic driving sims.
Yes, and to me too. None of us seem to be any good at them. And this is a truck. It'll just be 2 hours of reversing and beep, 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 beep. One hand out the window.
Of course.
Very nice.
Yeah.
CB radio going.
Well, if it's anything like you guys driving mud truckers, it should be quite a laugh.
I don't think it'll be that much fun, but no, it does look good. It looks quite pretty. I'm sure it's not going to be so difficult as to lock out a casual player. And who doesn't like trucks? Trucks are cool. Optimus Prime was a truck.
He was. It does take the weight of the truck into account when you're cornering, and it looks quite in depth. I don't know how many settings you can turn on and off, or whether they're toggleable. We shall find out.
So the weight of the truck when I turn a corner is going to go through a barrier, turn on its side, plough through all the spectators. Yeah, that'll happen.
Yeah, basically. It was first released on 18th of July 2019. And the devs are N Racing and published by Big Ben Interactive. So I like it already.
And I can tell you, there are 45 trucks to choose from, 20 teams, and championships of best drivers, and 14 circuits, including official ETRC ones, as well as Laguna Seca, Circuit of Americas, and the Fuji Speedway. I'm reading this on a website.
I can tell. I've drifted off.
Don't try and drift in a truck. That will very quickly get you killed. There's no ballast at the back.
I, for one, am looking forward to this. I quite like the racing simulators. I loved the TT we did.
That is a great game.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to this one.
I am looking forward to having exactly 2 races with you guys and never touching it again. It's just, no, to be fair, it's just not my cup of tea. We move swiftly on
to a dark void. A dark void.
Ooh.
Dark Void! Again, another game I've never heard of. I've just briefly looked into it. It seems to have jetpacks and dogfighting and ground fighting, and it's third person. So, of all these games, it might be the most likely one that stands out to me as the thing I'll actually get on with. I've seen a few reviews. Some people like it, some people don't.
This was one I was quite interested in when it originally released. I seem to recall it come out as something of a budget game, but I really like the concept of flying around on a jetpack, shooting things.
That's always fun.
Yeah, it's got kind of an Iron Man kind of flavour to it.
Oh, yeah.
I like my comic book nonsense, so...
The Rocketeer.
Or the Rocketeer, yeah.
Yeah, it's looking pretty good for me. Quite like the artwork on this one. And we have to go back 11 years for this one. It's 19th of January 2010. Published by Capcom, and the devs are Airtight Games.
Yeah, it looks, funnily enough, it being by Capcom, it's reminding me a tiny bit of Lost Planet. I like the way the fighting is structured. It's very much different to the usual you head in from third-person game, you head in a direction and you shoot forward in that direction or to the side in that direction. It looks like you kind of have to attack things from different angles and different perspectives in order to take them down, which is something quite novel. So I'm pretty sure I like this one.
So that brings us to Hardcore Uprising, the 2D side-scrolling retro run and gun, possibly with local co-op. And Shaun, this looks like your cup of tea.
Very much so. I mean, for a start, the characters all have lovely designs. The trailer I'm watching of it has several anime cutscenes, which is very much my cup of tea. The first level or so looks to have things... Well, to be fair, quite a bit of this looks directly out of Contra, which is well in my wheelhouse. I love me some Contra. My one concern with what I've been looking at is it looks a little slow for me. It's the pace of the shots, both incoming and outgoing, and the run speed does look a little slow. But with this sort of thing, you can't really tell until you got your hands on it, and in the moment, it may feel absolutely fine. But yeah, love the design, obviously love the game type, loving the kind of enemies you fight. They're all big and chunky, look awesome. Yeah, looks well up my alley.
Yeah, it's kind of got like a retro feel to this one. Looks quite good. So this was first released on 16th of February 2011. It was published by Konami and developed by Arc System Works. And
Arc System Works have a massive back catalogue of games, including one Jason and I are going to be playing quite soon, River City Girls. Oh, yeah. But yeah, they did Dragon Ball Fighter Z, that was quite good. They've done all sorts of things, going right back to the late 80s, where they did the Master System port of Double Dragon. So a decently named studio with a huge back catalogue of works. A lot of it pretty cool.
Nice. And I can tell you, all these games, if you're interested, have a game score of 3,200.
Yay! Yay! Gaming! Combined, 3,200?
Oh, yes.
That's extraordinary. Okay, so before we roll up this thing, of all the games, what's the one that at the moment says to you, that's the one I'm most looking forward to?
I'm all for the truck racing championship.
Well, I'm looking forward to the darkvoid.
I'm going to go with Hardcore Uprising, because that is very much my cup of tea.
And everyone likes a cup of tea.
I hate tea. I don't drink tea.
Except for you.
What are you talking about?
You got to love tea.
I don't even like Mr. T.
You're British.
Okay. I might have to change the saying. Some people like tea.
Change it to Pepsi Max. Everybody likes Pepsi Max.
No, they don't.
Well, more people like that than like tea.
This is becoming a very long slogan to put on a t-shirt. I need one of those full body hoodie things that go down to your feet. Anyway, those are the games of gold for April 2021. They're free to play if you've already got Xbox Gold membership or Game Pass Ultimate subscription. As usual, we'll be playing all of them as they're released. If you'd like to see those, I recommend you subscribe and leave us a like if you like what you see.
And comment and subscribe and like.
Oh, you're so needy. But yeah, please do all that.
We have Twitter as well.
And Instagram. And we're working on Facebook.
Well, I've got a cup of tea, so...